So Dirtywave M8 or Mate tutorial video is go. I'm going to try and do something from scratch and just give you a little bit of insight into my workflow. So this is the top level page. It's the song page. There are 8 channels here, all of which can either play samples or synth sounds or both. So before you do anything else, you need to make a cell for the track you're going to work on. So because they're numbered, because it's numbered but also they're done hexadecimally, which can get a little bit confusing, it's easiest, well, I find it easiest to number the number 1 track, start with 10 instead of 0, and then kind of follow that through to the other pages. So now I've made a chain, basically, number 10, chain number 10. So shift and right into that chain, and the chain page is just a way of stringing together 1 bar phrases, which is the following page. So I'm going to put in number 10 here as well. Oops, sorry, press the wrong button then. Edit and shift will go up and down incrementally, or left and right will do increments of 1, and up and down will do increments in 10. So that has now made phrase 10. So shift and right into that, and this is like the more kind of familiar view for tracker. So you're just looking at like 1 bar here. Now, to get anything going at all, you then need to make an instrument for this. I know it seems like there's a bit of a kind of like a setup thing going here, but you actually get used to this really, really quickly. So I'm going to keep them numbered 10 just so we can find everything really nice and easily for now. So I'm going to hit edit and then shift and up. Oops, sorry, edit and up. I'm doing this with a camera, like in my views, which is like interrupting my flow slightly. Anyway, moan, and then shift and right into that will take us into the instrument. Right, so you got to do all of that before you can even make sound, right? But you do get used to it. So next up, I'm going to make an instrument. Let's start with a synth, shall we? So I'm going to hold edit and shift. This will show you all the different types of synths. You've got a wave synth, which is like, I can't remember which is which. Wave synth, I think, is the one that's based on braids, and macro synth is just a bit more of a regular kind of like subtractive synth. I think it's that way around. Sampler is obviously a sampler, and then you've got the excellent FM synth and also the equally excellent hypersynth, which is a chord generating machine, or we can make really big fat Reese's with it. You've also got MIDI out, which I won't be getting into today, and external in for that channel, which I also won't be getting into today. Let's just start off with, I'm just a big fan of the FM, but let's just put it, so our instrument 10 is now an FM sound, and let's just put in a note. So there it is. Not that exciting. I'm just going to try and make the bass sound itself like more exciting by hitting some of these random parameters. We've got these algorithms here as well. That could be quite fun. If you go shift up, you've got these like modulators as well, so you can like direct these to any of the mods down in the next page. Let's make that a bit more of a decay thing. So go down and then Oh, it doesn't do anything. Brilliant. I think that's because... Oh, there we go. Right, let's change the note anyway. Forgotten how to make a donk in this. It doesn't really matter though. Got sort of performance anxiety. Oh, that'll do. So the other thing, just to sort of explain, is that basically the next, obviously you've got all of these like modulators, so you can sort of add in the effects. You can add by holding edit. You've then got these like masses of like stuff, like sequencer effects. There are all the parameters on the current instrument and the modulators for the current instrument, and also mixer effects. So absolutely tons of stuff that you can mess around with. Oh yeah, if you want to delete anything, just press both buttons together. But the thing that I've been getting into recently is the tables. Now the tables you can think of as like an arpeggiator, so it's like what happens when the note is pressed, but that bakes it into the note every time it's pressed. But as well as you being able to arpeggiate the notes and the velocity, so you can change the notes and the velocity here, you can also make that loads of modulatorable like effects per note press. And recently that is exactly how I've been making my noises, so I'm going to do exactly that. Right, in this page, the FM synth page, or any of the machines that you have at your disposal, what you'll notice is you've got this table tick speed. If I just press play and look at the table page, you can see it going very fast. That's basically it's moving one tick, which is a basic like unit of increment in trackers. So basically it's moving one step per tick. If you wanted it to go up for like 16th notes, which might be a bit more useful for unless you're making like chip tune or whatever, I'm going to make it 6 ticks, which is actually, so it's like that basically sets it per 16th step is a 16th step in the table. So now you'll see it moving, right? I am going to now try to trig one of the other one of the instrument mods. So this is ET1, is like trigger the envelope. I can't remember if you have to have it all the way to maximum, which is FF, but I'm just going to do it anyway. I think the other day I did, what did I do? Shift and then, I can't remember, but I found another like quicker way of doing this the other day, and now I can't remember. There it is. Wow, doesn't that, it sounds like a really bad Amiga game. Ooh, that's alright though. We haven't even got into the clipper and the wave folder yet. So anyway, every single synth has got like a clipper. Or you can have that as a wave folder. might be a bit much, so let's just have it. There's all these different types of clipping as well. Post W3 is quite you've also got an EQ. Let's try that. So EQ 10, we can boost the bass. And highs. It's just outrageously noisy. Right, so the fun thing about this now is that we, you know, every time we do a new note, all right, let's speed it up and put a kick drum underneath, shall we? Why not? Here's the tempo. Oh yeah, so this is worth talking about. For this song page, I like all of my chains, generally speaking, to be four phrases. That means 4 bars. I've experimented doing 8 bars as well. That can work. At the moment, I'm just going to stick with it being 4 phrases. So I can very easily just like copy that like that, right? That also means you can transpose phrases. The other cool thing about that is now we've got that phrase going, we can, like, in here we could add, for example, some slides. So in the sequencer effects, it's not bend note, it's slide note, sorry, PSL. And this is basically like a portmanteau value. Okay, so track 2. Let's make sorry, my words are not coming out of my mouth. Let's make a chain of 20. Shift, go into that, and let's make that phrase 20. So same deal. Nothing will come out until we make an instrument, right? So I'm going to make that instrument 20 is just so we know what's going on. Hopefully you can actually make that stuff out. It's, I could do with a headless version of this for these videos, but hey ho. And then shift, we're going to go into the sampler. I'm just going to like load a kick drum. I'm just going to use some of the staple stuff that comes with the packs, which I have never used actually. So what we've got, D&B Rebellion one shots. Okay, kick, yes. We should be able to preview these. Doosh, 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 vengeance. Right, go. Right, so let's put that in. D4 being that should just put them in, yeah, the same. So now we're afforded the same amount of effects and clipping and what have you. I'm just going to keep my EQing extreme. You can do different shapes and stuff. There's like oh, so might be more. mean, it sounds crap, but yeah, so if I wanted to envelope that, I guess I could just go into this and just set it up for like volume. I might just pitch these down actually. You can, if you hit edit on one, it will copy that one, but only the last one that you've touched with edit. It sounds awful. Right, so I'm gonna now. The other cool thing it does is it's very easy to sidechain stuff actually. So if you go back into that FM synth, and I'm gonna go to let's use this second mod. For what we want is the trig envelope. We're going to set the source to 20, which is our kick drum, and the destination volume. Then I'm just going to invert that. Now when they're played together, right, let's make it sound less off. Let's make it sound less awful. It's just too. Oh yeah, the other thing to note is if you play while you're in this page, you're only going to hear one bar. So if you want to hear the 4 while you're editing it, go back to this page. And then keep it playing, basically. Sorry, did you catch that? It's got really loud on here, so I'm just going to turn down the I'm going to turn down the master. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Maybe that was a bit extreme. We could turn up the master a little bit more actually. I'll put it into live mode by mistake now. There we go. Just done it again. That's one thing I keep doing, is just accidentally putting it into like live play mode. Right. Oh yeah, so we could. Okay, I'm going to put more mods in. I'm going to do ET2, make that I don't think you have to have it maximum actually. I honestly don't know. There it is. Wrong one, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Why have I got it assigned wrong? Trig envelope. Oh no, that's yes, I have got it wrong. So because I'm triggering the mod for mod 2, it's now messing with my ducking. So I'm just gonna set that to a different. Just delete these. These are in the table, obviously. Let's try doing. Oh, I didn't mean to do that either. Right, let's go in. Let's trigger the LFO trigger. There you go. LT3. I think we might have more joy with that. For some reason it didn't copy that value. There we go. Okay. quite nice. I've actually let's just go with that. Let's assign instead mod 4 to the LFO maybe. Right. That sounds better. Yeah, we can sort out the volumes in this page. We can even like start arpeggiating these if we want. Bit of reverb maybe. You change the tick speed, it'll go mad. Horrible though. I wanted it to sound horrible, that's why I did that. Quite nice. Okay, let's get some like tops going. I'm gonna use, so we'll go 30 now, and then we're gonna use instrument 30. I can't remember which. I think the wave synth had some noise, which was like relatively useful, even though it's sampled noise. But I did use it to make some hats. There we go. Maybe pitch noise, yeah. So let's put that in. Yeah, let's just oh yeah, so this demonstrates the table thing actually, because if you put a note in, no, we don't want the pitched one actually. Horrible. Just the way I like it. So high pass. And we're going to go to EQ. Let's just take let's turn that into a high cut. Right, we should be able to service that. Yeah, so obviously you could just put the notes in here. That's one way to do it. The other way to do it is to do it in the table. I'm kind of like into this workflow of doing it now, so let's make the table tick 6, and then as before, instrument mod et1, read that one. Copy that one. Damn you, yeah. Now will you do it? Yes, you will. You will. Okay, we don't need them on everyone. Alright, it's because I was pressing the wrong key. As I said, I'm leaning over a camera and it's kind of like messing me up. So that is the trigger for the first mod. So we can set that to whatever we want. Hit the wrong button then. So we can once again as well easily set it up to just like sidechain by going trig volume all the way down, and source was on 20, around 30 decay maybe. Oh wow, I didn't put it in here, which is really random of me. I thought I did, but where have I put that then? Damn, did I just complete? I seem to have just completely lost what I was doing. There you go. Completely balked that last bit somehow. Not sure how actually. Have I got? There is an instrument list page as well somewhere. Let's see if I can just recover it somehow. Oh, there it is. I don't know what happened there. I obviously just hadn't completed a couple. Not my finest work, I'm sure you'll agree. But we could sort of change the algorithm per step. That might be interesting. I don't know what it will happen then, but oh yeah, you can like copy whole chunks as well. There are different envelope types as well. I find the AHD one is the only annoying thing about doing that is you can see it resets all the parameters when you change them. Some of the craziest stuff you can do is these hop commands. So in the sequencer effects, you can get it. Oh, sorry. You can get it to hop back. So for like hop to row 7, and the second one will do it like how many times it will do it. So the first digit is how many times. The second one is to what row. I'm going to put one in here maybe. God knows. Let's have a look at what's going on with the master. I suspect nothing good. Oh, it's got a limiter as well. Yeah. So yeah, if you wanted to start arranging it, what I do is then have like a blank one, say call it 0, right? And then in 0 you have zeros, but make sure they're in blocks of 4 as well. So then if you want to do like a basic arrangement, we could start say with the synth and zeros for 4 bars, and then have 10, and then this could be 20, say. These are still zeros, and then again 10, 20, 30. So I don't know if this is going to work. Try. And the reason it's skipped there is because I haven't set this up. I didn't mean to do that at all. It's because 20 is is not. Anyway, you get the idea. Basically, I will make this project available to my Patreons. So head there if you want to grab that. That's it.